You and Daniel, how do you explain the chemistry you guys already have built so early?
Just a lot of reps that take place since April with the OTAs, and then throwing sessions that nobody else was at except us and a couple receivers. Just continuing to get reps in, knowing where each other is, the timing we want, where we expect each other to be, where I expect the ball to be, where he expects me to be when he releases something. So just a lot of time on task.
Darren, is just obviously the first drive of the preseason here, and so there's not a lot to take away from it. But what do you guys take from it? I guess in terms of confidence, in terms of just moving forward. I don't know if you're going to get a chance to play even next week. So this may be the first and last time you're on the field together until September.
I just see the opportunity for great balance. You see, like I said, seeing Isaiah, Paris, Belly, like a lot of guys that can touch the football and make things happen. And you add Saquon to the mix. I feel like Shep's been looking great at practice. There's a lot of guys like Slay have been consistent throughout this whole process this year that I feel like can make plays that can impact games. And I'm just excited about the balance we have as an offense.
How unusual is it for an opening drive to be that on target? I mean, everything looked perfect.
It's not an easy thing to do. Everybody preaches starting fast, and that's what you want, because when you start fast, odds are you're going to win the first half, and if you win the first half, you're going to win the game. So it usually has it brings a lot of momentum, but it's a difficult thing to do. A lot of guys got to be firing, guys got to make big plays in situations where you got to have it, and we do that. We stress that in practice, and we get put in uncomfortable situations so that when we get into the game, we feel like we can do whatever hand we get dealt.
When you were with the Raiders, you kind of grew into their go-to guy, the guy with all the attention. But when you arrive here, you're kind of showing up with additional hype. Does it feel any different compared to when you're building into a player compared to here where you're arriving with the hype at all?
It is a real thing, because coming up with the Raiders, it's like it's pressure free. Like nobody was expecting me to really make the team, much less start or really make an impact the way that I did. So it's kind of pressure free. But you come here, the pressure and the noise is available for you if you're looking for it and you give access to it. But I try to keep the same mindset, same habits, same approach that I did back then as I do now. It's like this is a new environment, a new opportunity for me. The way that I show that I'm worthy of this or ready for this is the way that I work, the way that I prepare, and the way that I, set an example each and every day that is worthy of following and allow it to take care of itself.
You've seen this offense now, throughout the spring, summer. Now you're seeing it in a game. How do you view the ceiling for what this group can be?
Like I said before, just like incredibly balanced. Whatever the situation may ask for, there's certain days where certain elements may impact the game, where you may have to run the football, or there may be some days where it's like, okay, like this is gonna day we may throw more. And I feel like we have the balance and the playmakers that can do a diverse amount of things that whatever flow, whichever way the game is trending into, and a way we have to find a way to win is something that we can get done.
It seems like Giants fans are really excited about your prospects, but also just wondering, is Darren Waller going to stay healthy this season? I mean, at this stage of your career, have you changed up in anything as far as your body maintenance, or feel like you need to do more maintenance to really make sure that you stay healthy?
There's there's a lot of information more available to us now, and before, I feel like, as far as especially with my lower body lifts, I would do a lot more the traditional things with not a lot of focus on areas that I had imbalances in my bodies that could have led to more injury. And so now it's just gathering that information and having a more detailed hamstring plan, a more detailed glute activation plan, core activation plan before practice, and sticking with those routines, because those are things when you get into the routine of camp and you get into season, it's those are the parts of your routine where you're like, man, I don't want to do this. I just want to show up and play. But I'm about to be 31. I can't just show up and play no more. I used to be able to just touch my toes and run out there. But now I got to make sure I'm on top of all the details and making sure that routine stays consistent, because that's what's going to keep me healthy, and that's what the fans want, that's what my teammates want, that's what this organization needs, and I want to give them a return on their investment.